So first of all, backstroke is a pretty simple event in that the only requirement is that you stay on your back, with the exception of what you do in the turn. The other requirement is that you can only stay underwater for 15 meters after the start, 15 meters after the turn. So any part of the body has to finish the race by touching the wall. You have to be on the surface of the water. You can't be completely submerged prior to the finish of the race.
When your hand touches the wall, part of your body must still be at the surface of the water. So there's some calls, the call is called submerge prior to the touch of the backstroke, i.e. the official observes the touch and then they look to see where your feet are, and if your feet are above the water, you're not DQ'd. If your feet are below the water, you get DQ'd.
And one of the reasons that rule came about was we wanted to make sure that, or the USA Swimming or FINA wanted to make sure that they could protect the option or the opportunity for an athlete that has great underwater dolphin kicks to actually do underwater dolphin at 15 meters, come up for one or two strokes, and then go back down and do the rest of the entire length underwater. So, we've taken this massive definition and tried to break it down to the last stroke. I think that maybe it's a little too technical sometimes, that it's hard to see exactly what's going on. So if they didn't have that absolute rule that everything had to be above the surface of the water, something had to be above the surface of the water, then maybe it'd be a little easier to judge, which again is kind of where I come back to. We have to make these rules simple, easy to judge, and if someone comes in from the outside of the flags doing underwater dolphins, then you can't do that. But if their toes go underwater a little bit on the finish of the backstroke, they shouldn't be disqualified because they just swam 99.99 meters legally, and because they arched a little bit too much on the finish, I think that's going a little bit too far.